Que sera,
Sera. We're both going.
Whatever will be, will be. We're going to Wembley.
We are. Chelsea are going to be playing Liverpool in the final of the League Cup. Massive
Carabao
win.
Cup, if you will.
Massive win for Liverpool tonight, I think. It was a very... The conditions, it felt like there was a bit of needle between the teams. It felt like Liverpool were going into this game as underdogs for me. Arsenal went away from home. Arsenal got the result that they wanted away from home. They had the opportunity to bring Liverpool back and beat them at home. They had 90 minutes to get to Wembley, and Arsenal now will not win any silverware this season. Arsenal probably had the better for the first 10 minutes, but aside from that...
No goals for 180 minutes against Liverpool. Not at Anfield, not at home. Liverpool scored 2. Didn't have a great first leg, but they at least improved on it. Played Cade Gordon again, decent. Not revolutionary, but very decent. And overall, I think Liverpool are going to be thrilled they're going to a final this season.
It's massive. Oh, look, I think people disregard and disrespect the League Cup, but not on my watch, not on this channel. We will not do that. It's a huge trophy with a massive amount of prestige, and I am desperate for Chelsea to win it. I'll be heartbroken if Chelsea don't. You can see, we were talking just now on the episode of the kickoff that we did together. Mm-hmm. You look at the finalists over recent years. It's Chelsea, Liverpool this year, Man City, Tottenham last year, Chelsea, Man City the previous year. Big clubs get to this, big clubs want to win it.
Absolutely.
And you could tell that Liverpool really wanted it today. Would you say that over the course of the 90 minutes tonight, Arsenal were the best team for 10 minutes, and then it was all Liverpool?
I think also Liverpool feel this sense of like, we've got to do something with our time here. We need to, make this count. So just perform in all these games. You're seeing the depth in the squad now. Liverpool didn't have Mane, didn't have Salah again tonight. You've got Jota out on the left. You've got Firmino through the middle. You've got Cade Gordon on one side. You've then got Curtis Jones coming back in midfield. We're still waiting for Harvey Elliott to come back. I think James Milner was out there as well, and obviously Fabinho and Henderson. So it's an interesting one because I think Arsenal came out with a game plan: pin Liverpool's fullbacks back, make them play out.
Yeah, Martinelli was trying to keep Alexander-Arnold as far back as possible, wasn't he?
So we also realise you got a great ball player in the middle in Fabinho. A lot of people think he's massively overrated. Disagree. I think he's one of the best defensive midfielders in European football right now. And then you've got Hendo, who I think is probably going to be one of the first casualties in terms of transitioning the team forward again. You'll probably see Thiago coming for him, or Thiago coming.
So valuable to Henderson. He's so valuable
of drive and all those things. But can you replace that? I don't know.
I don't know either.
Can you replace Hart?
No, I don't think you can. Not easily. I think Jordan Henderson is a huge player for Liverpool and will continue to be so for a little bit longer yet.
Absolutely.
Diogo Jota, 2 beautiful goals.
The second finish is...
The second finish is glorious. It's an amazing goal. To take it on his chest like that, I think Ben White didn't do enough.
Yeah.
But that was a gorgeous finish, a gorgeous touch over the keeper. Keeper should have probably done a bit more.
Both goals, actually. For both goals, yeah. I also just think it's one of those ones where, if you're a striker, you've got the advantage. You know where the ball's going to go. You know he might tip it over you. Maybe the goalkeeper, if he stays up a bit more, but even then you sort of tip it a little bit more. I think Jota's a fantastic player, great find. At this point, sort of a bargain for Liverpool, even now. And really, the cool thing now is we're going to Wembley.
You are going to Wembley. Curtis Jones looked very good today, I thought.
For me, I agree.
Curtis Jones from Fabinho, it looks like quite a nice balance in midfield there.
Obviously the best balance is Fabinho, Thiago, and then a third, which could be Harvey Elliott, could be Henderson. Curtis Jones is a great ball carrier. I think he's got great feet. I think there's lots of different things to like about him. It's just difficult for him to find this role in this Klopp side. He's still finding his feet, so to speak, and still finding out where exactly he needs to play.
Aside from Lacazette hitting the bar after about 5 minutes...
Maybe one other chance where Lacazette was through. Do you remember that one?
Yeah, and he blazed it. Yeah.
But apart from that, they didn't bother Liverpool in the way that there were a few times where Arsenal had to put bodies on the line to stop it going in. Maybe 3 times.
It's a bad day for Arsenal, this, I think. It's a really bad day. The realisation on January the 20th that your season is going to end without any silverware... damning for Arteta, isn't it?
I do also agree. I think it was interesting when you said it on the stream that when you're thinking about what Arsenal want to aim for, what the goal is, and with that, therefore the teams they want to beat to prove they deserve to be where they are. In those big games, they haven't had those wins yet. They've had a performance against City. They had that Liverpool game with 0-0. But nothing there we go, that's resounding yet.
Every time Arsenal go into a game that they shouldn't win, they don't.
I still see it coming though.
I just don't know. I mean, I feel like Mikel Arteta is devoid of answers. He's devoid.
I don't know.
He's devoid of answers. And it's all very well to say they were brilliant against Man City, and look, on some level, I think it's true. But they lost, and I think that they are now really struggling. I think
Quite a light team.
Today he got it wrong as well. Arteta.
What would you have done?
Well, I think that his personnel was set up wrong. I think that they made so many mistakes that they allowed Liverpool to control the tempo of the game. It was that game was played at Arsenal's ground. The second leg at home. The first leg is 0-0.
At Liverpool's tempo.
You're bringing Liverpool back to your ground. All you need to do is get something against Liverpool. You've got 90 minutes to get yourself to Wembley. Liverpool totally and utterly dominated that game. Aside from 10 minutes, Liverpool dictated the tempo, dictated the pace, scored a goal in each half, and ultimately controlled it. And it was never in doubt. We were watching that game, and I know it's different for you because obviously you're invested and it's hard when you've got a dog in the fight.
You don't want to sit there and say that because you look like an idiot.
I was sitting there watching the game. There was no way that Arsenal were ever going to win that game. That is a terrible thing that you can say about any... The two teams competing against one another.
You don't want it to seem like it's a foregone conclusion. And that's part of the problem at the moment with Arsenal is I think there's lots of progress being made at that club because the bar went so low at one point. And I think Arsenal were slightly in denial of how low they've fallen. This now where they're making progress, to see that they've progressed to here, I know they've got games in hand against Chelsea, things like that. But Chelsea have been considered to drop away more recently. So can you really call that a bar when they're considering to have a bad period and Arsenal considering to be doing pretty good?
Look, I think it's bad news, and the disciplinary issues continue. Granit Xhaka sent off in the last leg. Thomas Partey sent off today. I know there were only a few minutes left, and it was a lazy second booking. But again, that shouldn't have happened. He'll now be missing games. It's a worry for Arsenal.
What I will say is, so say Liverpool have a tricky couple of games. Arsenal are on 35 points with 3 games in hand. So they could make it up to 44 points.
Yeah, but you're suggesting that they win 3 games in a row.
Yeah, which I'm not, but they could make their
in theory, yeah.
Even then, they will go ahead of West Ham even if they win because they've got games in hand. They could be potentially within 6 points, 5 points.
They can make top 4. Don't get me wrong, they can. But if Tottenham win their games in hand, they're above them as well.
Tottenham are in a great position. They're 3 games
position
behind Chelsea.
And do you know what I think is really indicatory about how we should look at this Arsenal team? It's what Trent Alexander-Arnold said in his post-match. He said, "We expected to win this game."
Really?
Yeah, I think
today?
That tells me an awful lot. It's what Liverpool expect. Liverpool expect to get to finals. Liverpool expect to go to.
It's what we
Arsenal
expect.
It's what we expect.
Right.
I think that tells you everything. Nobody in.
I don't know if that was in reference to Arsenal, was it?
Well, it's in reference to getting to the final. It's in reference to the game was finally poised. They expect to go through.
Also, just being a big club, you're being at that level.
It's expected, and I don't think anybody expected Arsenal to win that game.
I understand where you're coming from. I think that's a little harsh on Arsenal, but I get where you're coming from. I also think Liverpool being their wayside, they had more shots. Especially more shots on target, more meaningful possession as well. I think there's a lot of time where Arsenal didn't have a lot of meaningful possession, didn't really manage to get a foot on the ball enough in the middle of the pitch. Partey getting sent off is a disappointing one, just back from the African Cup of Nations. And again, with everything that's going on with Xhaka, I can't see Xhaka particularly...
That midfield's going to play midfield.
There's a risk over Xhaka.
Yeah. Well, look, on the 27th of February, Chelsea-Liverpool at Wembley. Doesn't get bigger than that. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you've enjoyed it. Please give it a like if you have enjoyed it. Click subscribe.
Stars, boys.
Go easy, step lightly, stay free. Love you. Bye.